My colleague who's standing right outside the CBI headquarters. Rahul, you were showing us the barricades that have been put in place, very heavy police deployment all the way, on the entire stretch of the CBI headquarters. So obviously the Delhi police is expecting supporters of Aam Aadmi Party to be present outside the CBI headquarters in large numbers.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. It is expected that CBI headquarters will become epicenter of high voltage drama which has unfolded since morning. I'll just show you some visuals here. You can see there are multiple barricades that have been placed in here. Multiple water cannons that have been, that have been put up here by Delhi police to ensure that law and order situation remain intact here, so that in order to prevent Aam Aadmi Party supporters from gathering here. And this is not just one barricade. There are multiple barricades that have been placed all around the vicinity of CBI headquarters, because last time also on October 17th, when Manish Sisodia was called in for questioning, at that point of time also hundreds of Aam Aadmi Party supporters, they managed to gather here. In fact, they held a demonstration against the law enforcement agency, against ruling party, obviously decrying a political vendetta and saying that their leaders are subjected to political witch hunt, and therefore they are going to resort to protest and demonstration. And a similar thing is happening now. I'll just show you some more visuals, not just on my left hand side, on my right hand side also. You can see there are multiple barricades that have been placed. There are multiple buses also that have been put up here by Delhi police to ensure that if in case some of the supporters manages to reach here, they could be detained in those buses. And in fact, media is also not being allowed to report from the main gate of CBI headquarters, because last time this is the same road which actually became epicenter. This was the turf where Aam Aadmi Party supporters held demonstration and decried political vendetta. So obviously we can expect that the CBI headquarters is certainly going to become epicenter of this high voltage drama. And because Aam Aadmi Party supporters are apprehensive that Manish Sisodia might get arrested today, therefore Delhi police is also gearing up for a showdown or for a possible tussle between them and Aam Aadmi Party supporters.
Right, Rahul. So my colleague Rahul, standing right where all the barricades have been put up, and now, waiting for Manish Sisodia to reach. He's expected to reach in just a couple of minutes. At about 11 a.m. today is when the questioning of the CBI will begin. My colleague Amit Bharadwaj is also joining me on the story. Amit, we did see how, a very emotive appeal had been made by the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, and where he clearly talked about his olden days, and he also spoke about the fact that his wife has been with him throughout his struggle, also appealing to the supporters and appealing to the children of Delhi, saying that you need to study, and even if I go to jail, I will keep an eye on whether you are studying or not.
True, Aishwarya. There's a pitch that has been given by Manish Sisodia today before joining the questioning at the CBI headquarters. And this entire posturing was sort of a family man figure. You had Mr. Sisodia speaking about as to how his wife will be alone at home, number one. Number two, then he goes on to say that, if Manish Chacha is going to jail, that does not mean the schools will get closed, that there are holidays in the school. And he appealed the students of Delhi government schools to continue to study, to continue to hard work, and make sure that they are studying properly. And in fact, a very interesting point where he went on to say that if students stop studying or the results of the Delhi government school starts falling, he will stop eating in the jail. And one more thing, that the appeal that he made out to the supporters very clearly, before making the appeal to the supporters, he said that now I'm going to jail. My wife had supported me at all ups and downs in my life, even when I left my job in the journalistic field and joined social work and eventually joined politics. My wife and my family has always supported me. That's what Mr. Sisodia said. And after saying that, he appealed his workers, the Aam Aadmi Party volunteers and the leaders, to take care of his family. And he also said that Arvind Kejriwal is the main target of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that is why all these false cases are being lodged against him and his party. And in fact, he asked the Aam Aadmi Party workers to stay rock solid because more cases are coming their way. Important point, Aishwarya. Manish Sisodia, on the day when he is joining the CBI questioning, on the day he believes that he will get arrested, he is saying that Aam Aadmi Party is the party which will bring the end game for the BJP. He said that Aam Aadmi Party Bhajpa ka kaal layegi, which essentially means that Aam Aadmi Party will bring the end to the BJP's regime in the country, and that is why all these cases are being lodged against Mr. Sisodia, against other leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. So very clear-cut message today, Aishwarya. Number one, a posturing that he's a family man, that his family supports him, that the party is like his family. He also made sure that he's able to present himself as the Education Minister of the National Capital and not as the Excise Minister of the National Capital. Remember, Manish Sisodia is facing the CBI investigation right now in the excise policy case. It is the liquor scam that is being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate. But very strategically, Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Sisodia is putting it, that Manish Sisodia, who will be joining today the CBI questioning, and there's a possibility that he'll get arrested, is the Education Minister of the National Capital. So very clear-cut posturing by Aam Aadmi Party. A, that Mr. Sisodia is a family man. B, that he's an education minister who is against whom vendetta politics is being done by the BJP, and that the BJP will, that Aam Aadmi Party will bring the end game for the BJP. Back to you, Aishwarya.
Right, Amit. My colleague Amit giving us all the details from Rajghat. Now let's cut across to the CBI headquarters where my colleague Rahul Gautam is standing. Rahul, just show us around. You were mentioning about the fact that the main gate of CBI has been shut off completely, and there are barricades on both the sides. There's very heavy police deployment. The police at the moment believes that the supporters who had gathered outside Manish Sisodia's house, the ones who had gathered outside Rajghat, a lot of those supporters will now be moving towards the CBI.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. The main gate of CBI headquarters has been cordoned off with these multiple barricades on both the sides of this particular road. You can see, there is a barricade. You can see, heavy presence of police persons over there, and then you can also see, some of the buses that have been placed in here by Delhi police to detain protesters if they somehow, reach here. In fact, we are learning that very shortly Manish Sisodia will be arriving here for questioning, and therefore, as I was telling earlier also, because of the fact that Aam Aadmi Party is quite apprehensive that today Manish Sisodia might get arrested. Therefore, a mass mobilization is happening. You saw how Arvind Kejriwal and other senior leaders are hailing him as a hero, as somebody who's being harassed, for enhancing the quality of education in the national capital. And therefore, they are saying that this is being done only to defame Aam Aadmi Party, and this is nothing short of political vendetta. On the other side, you can see again, senior police officials are present here on the spot. Then there are water cannons that have been placed in here. Again, many barricades that have been placed in here only to prevent Aam Aadmi Party supporters from reaching here. Because last time when Manish Sisodia appeared for questioning, at that point of time, this particular road that you are seeing on your screens actually became a turf for Aam Aadmi Party protesters, wherein they held massive demonstrations against the ruling party. They claim that this is happening at the behest of the BJP, and therefore, there was, hundreds of Aam Aadmi Party supporters who came in here. Although this is the fact that CRPC 144 has been imposed in the vicinity, and no gathering or protest is being allowed at this particular point of time.